Well, lately I've had a few people complaining about not seeing me work on cars anymore, and they want to see me do something. So even though they don't understand I'm in management now, it's very difficult for me to get out of the office and stop dealing with customers if I am dealing with running a business. I step out of the office for the hard stuff. I step out of the office for the things where the guys get stumped and they need somebody else, they can't figure it out. I go figure it out. I'm the problem solver. I'm not the guy that's working on every single thing that comes in the door anymore. Yesterday morning, I had a guy that didn't show up to work, so I had to step out on the floor. 2005 Pontiac GTO. Customer wanted the rear trunk plastic swapped over from one trunk to his because his was falling apart. As a common problem with them. He wanted fog lights put in, aux GTOs. I didn't put the fog lights in. I let my my lube tech do that. And then he wanted windshield wipers installed and just inspect the vehicle overall. So since some of you they need the on-car content, here's something of me fixing something. But before we do that, the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alright, we got a GTO here. This is a 6-liter GTO, actually. This has been bored 20,000. It's got a stage 2 or stage 3 cam. Since the customer bought this, he's been coming back to me. It has a few issues. AC didn't work. When they built the engine, they never charged the AC and stuff back up on this thing. The LED lights, or the fog lights, didn't work. We're going to switch those out to LEDs today on this, the aux GTOs. And this actuator, I think, needs to be replaced because it keeps hanging up, which is common on these GTOs. It's pretty rowdy, this car overall. It's very peppy, it's very fast, very quick. It's got a light chop to it, nothing too crazy. I think they said it's a stage 3 cam, but I don't know if... Let's see what you guys think here. Huh? They're listening for an air leak over there, so I don't want to do anything right now. It seems like it does have a stage 3 cam, because sometimes it's kind of difficult to respond whenever you're wants to kind of die out a little bit. So it's got the 243 heads. It's got headers at 20 over. I don't know if it's been stroked as well. It's pretty rowdy, this thing. Needs a different intake. What's that big? Is it the LS7 or something? LSX7 or something like that? And it smells like fuel. I mean, oh my God, it smells. This. today. This one is the one that's got the relief tab in the bottom here. Push down. I think this is the one that you pull up away from it and it releases. This one's, can you see how this is falling apart? And this is the Rain-X silicone Advanced Edge ones. This one you push the two little release tabs on the side right here and then roll this forward. And then these are fancy. And they get a really nice rubber look to them. So now we're gonna take this one out, right? Do the passenger side as well. And the stock one, same thing, except that one over there on that side, you had to pull up to release it. This one, you actually had to push in, like you had to push it up towards the top instead of pulling down like this. It was reverse. Now. Be careful not to let these things snap down and hit your windshield. So this is in all the way, and then this comes around, it snaps, and that's it. It's done. And on this particular car, it's a 22 and a 20. Now we got to pull this back trunk area off of here, so we got to pop all these tabs, these plastic tabs, all the way around off, so we can take this deck lid off and put a new deck lid on. You know what I noticed here when I was looking at this deck lid is actually in better shape than that deck lid over there, so I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to swap out the piece that broke, which is the centerpiece here. I'm not going to swap out the whole trunk, just because this trunk here is actually in nicer shape than this one over here. Yeah, see, this has got rusted corners and stuff like that. Nah. So this one I got put on. Now it's actually secure and not flopping around. Needs some polishing, but this trunk is better than the other trunk. So, yeah. This is good here. Now I gotta try to figure out, this weather strip is wore out as well and it needs to be replaced. There's supposed to be another piece here on the end of it to dress this up, but it's not there. There we go. Nice and tight, snugged up. A little polish. It'll look like brand new. I put a little polish on it, not too much, just to take the majority of the scratches and stuff out, but there's a couple areas, so I'm gonna leave it alone now. And I got my guy over there installing the LEDs right now, the auxitals.